Heading on to the goat house today. She said she wanted a 4x4x4 addition to the goat house because she's getting her buck. Patch is coming to be the boyfriend to these goats, and that's exciting. So baby goats, that'll be fun. Truly grateful for everybody that showed up to our live the other night. That was really cool, really fun. I get a little sidetracked sometimes and I go on these little rants. So the word is tangent, I believe. I get on a tangent and I tend to get very, very off track. You deserve better. You deserve better from me. Oh, check that guy out. He's grocery shopping. Another news, I got sick to death of seeing our older chickens moping around, depressed, while the Americanas just live this awesome chicken life. So this morning, I got in there and I consolidated. Look at that one big happy family. And there's ducks. There was a couple little squabbles, a couple little fist fights. Surprisingly, the winner of those fist fights was the two-time heavyweight world champion, Goldie. Goldie fought both roosters and won. I wish I would have had the camera because it was amazing. They got into a fight right here, and that door was open, and she kicked that rooster into that house so hard that he hit the other side. And when he came back out, he literally walked out like he had the sense knocked out of him. Having seen that, the other rooster, who is back there, promptly backed off. So, Goldie, what do you have to say to your fans out there after that fight? You remember that scene in the Never-Ending Story where the horse got stuck? So, what's my mission?
Trying to make another house.
Okay, where do you want it?
Well, I just realized the problem. We have very large rocks.
Yeah.
Right there. So, the main rocks do go downhill. If you want to just, use your muscles and move it.
Okay. So, no goat house today. It would probably take me quite a while to move those. What about like right here in this corner?
That's where I wanted to put the goat in here to connect to that.
Okay. I have no doubt in my mind that some very well-fit athletic goats can jump out. I'm just not sure about these goats jumping out.
I don't know. My idea was to just, leave this as the path and not have the backs of the buildings built up against this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that, especially if he gets really in rut, it's going to be best to go ahead and hang the food and the water on the fence. And then once he's out of rut, and then moving him or whatnot. And that's why I was thinking to have goat shelters going down the hill.
All right.
I mean, because another thing that's a bonus is that there's plenty enough trees we can kind of attach them to.
You see where the hay pile is?
Yeah.
I could put a house there. That wouldn't be a problem.
I want to do that. I'll just put
If
them
you want.
inside.
Okay. What's that, you ask? What tools am I going to be using? Let me show you. First off, we're going to be using our chainsaw to cut everything. I can't exactly get the power all the way over here without dragging the generator. And if I'm being honest, I don't want to drag the generator all the way over here. It's muddy, it'll sink, and I don't want to do it. So everything else. We got some nails, we got some screws, we got our drill, our trusty hammer, we got our pencil, we got our bits, and a right angle. The right angle is really important if you're building on inclines like I have to. Most of the time when you're building, as long as you can keep it to a right angle, you should be able to build everything to square and level. Sometimes it doesn't work out the way you want it to, but 90% of the time it does. Most importantly, I have my widths and my mitts, and that's going to get us through this. So let's cut the crap. We've got a goat house to build. Since we changed directions on how we're going to do this goat house, the idea now is to build it here, anchored off of this tree. I use the trees a lot in the building out here because if you walk this whole property, you're very hard pressed to find a cedar that's fell, like that's actually been blown over by the wind. They are tough as nails. If I can avoid cutting them down, that's generally what I try to do. I did cut a few of them down just to clear this goat pen, and we probably will be clearing out some here, but every single post that we cut will be turned into fence posts, as you see. Even my goat house here, you can see, is actually built off of 4 cedars. How are you doing today, huh? I gotta build your boyfriend's apartment. First thing is gonna be, I'm gonna mount a 2x4 to this tree to essentially turn this tree into a 6x6. It's basically gonna be my anchor point for the whole build. Time for some super sweet wood cutting footage. For the record, yeah, I couldn't find my tape measure. We just found out we're getting invited to like a interview or something.
Yeah, we're being interviewed on
Alderman?
Friday. Alderman Farm.
Alderman Farms. Super cool. Apparently I got on some live stream or something, started talking about poop, and I don't know, allegedly what happened.
Well, our last live that we did that you'll see in the videos, we really made, I said he really made a lot of people laugh. He made a lot of people laugh, and then the last video too was the bird.
Some people say it's a turkey, allegedly. I'm not convinced. Little disclaimer, if you're ever cutting or operating any power tools, wear eye protection. Not everybody's like me, where things bounce off of my eyes. Completely square. On the left side, you have to make some adjustments just because of the tree, which you can see the left side's not going to be built like the right side. But there you go. Now we got to slap the sides on this, get the floor framed in, and figure out what we need to do next to finish it.